to save on the ink cartridge. I can make hundreds and hundreds of copies with that. I think that is absolutely fantastic. We should not have to pay full retail price for our office supplies, and the Shopping Sherlock most definitely allows you to not have to do that and keep those savings in your pocket.
We should have to take retail price on anything. You know, I have this elated. Did you find a quote or something?
Yes, I certainly did. I was shopping at the mall at Macy's, and I came across a beautiful coat. It was one of those coats that just made you stop in your tracks. Michael Kors, black wool. They had it in other colors too, but the black with that gold zipper coming down the front, gold zippers on the side. The velvet had the gold. I mean, it was just gold epaulets on the shoulder, just tiny, not gaudy. And it looked so elegant and so sophisticated. I said, I love this coat. And my daughter was with me. She just loved it too. We both wanted one. She tried it on. She looked absolutely fabulous in the coat. But of course, the coats were $275 a piece. And I said, I could see myself running home with almost a $600 charge for my Macy's card for some coats that we just really didn't even need in the first place. So what I decided to do was go home. I said, you know what? I'm going to Sherlock it. And sure enough, I Sherlocked it a couple times. The first time I Sherlocked it, I found it in red for $120.99. That is
wow. That is over 50% off.
Yes, that was $145 at that time. But I wasn't sure I wanted that color, so I went back another day and I searched again and I found it again, and they had it in sapphire, the black, and the red, and it was for $134. I mean,
wow!
We could just style, and not pay full price. I love my Shopping Sherlock. It is the best.
A $275 Michael Kors designer coat, and you actually got that for $134. Wow. Was there a shipping charge? I know a lot of our stuff, we have free shipping on a lot of stuff. Now, I forgot to ask you guys, if you guys are telling us, please tell us the shipping as well. Was it free shipping?
Yes.
Oh, my, come on. Phenomenal. You know, the crazy thing about it is, and I'm still, like, pinching myself, I can't even believe that we were able to make, make a business like this, that we could make money just giving this thing away for free. But, I'm just floored that every single person, we just give it away, and everybody is saving money. It's crazy. Thanks for sharing. Thanks so much for sharing. Is there anyone else? How much money did you guys save this week? Or last week?
Hey, Lou, this is Brandon. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, perfect. Well, I have a savings from just yesterday. My wife, it always starts and ends with my wife when it comes to shopping. My wife wanted some more toner cartridge. We didn't actually need any more, but she always wants to be ready just in case it runs out, and that's whenever you need it, when it really runs out. It's when you need it the most. So she wanted to run down to Office Max real quick, and I said, no, Sherlock it. They got a deal going on. She had a coupon in her hand, everything. It was like one pack for $24 to get these two. It's color and black. Normally it costs like $21 each. So she's thinking she's getting a deal. So she's getting two for $24. I Sherlock it and find a pack of 4 for $19.99. And I showed her that.
Wow.
Okay, go ahead and Sherlock it. And I want to say this as well. So. This rowdy call is scheduled for 8 o'clock. I messed up and put 8:30. So we've got 17 people on this call right now. There's at 8:30 in 20 minutes. We're going to be doing it all over again, but it's going to be hosted by Penny Kyle. So just giving you guys a heads up on that one. That's my bad. But I saved money, and everybody else is saving money using this Sherlock as well. So we're very excited. So back to you, Lou.
Oh, wow. I'm so excited to hear people. You know how, and I have always thought that a business should be fun. And this Sherlock is just bringing the fun. people are coming out of the woodwork, just excited. They're saving money. We're getting more customers than ever. You know, just free, free, free. All across the board. I mean, who can receive free? A free savings of any kind. It's crazy. I found a washing machine. Actually, a stainless steel Best Buy, bless their heart. They had a washing machine for $8.99, and they actually had it on sale for $8.09. I found the exact same washing machine, stainless steel, top load, for $4.49, free shipping. Crazy. I'm talking about crazy deals. Like, you wouldn't even believe me if I told you. You know, crazy, insane deals. So, is there anybody else, you know, who's saving money with this Sherlock? I want to hear it.
Miss Lou, how you doing? This is Marciano Focus, Washington, in the Chicagoland area. Can you hear me?
Hello. How are ya?
Doing good. Yeah, I have a story to tell as well with the shopping Sherlock. It's the best story. My port on my cell phone, somehow, and this never happened to me before, but somehow it got broken somehow. I mean, when I stuck the charger in the port, it wouldn't charge. You know, I'm losing my mind because there's no communication right there. So I had to try to find something, you know, it was either buy a new phone or get a charger, a portable battery charger. I didn't even know they had portable battery chargers. So I ended up, you know, looking around. I found a wholesale store that had a portable battery charger, which can take the battery out of the back of your phone there. When you stick it in a portable charger, you can just stick it in, you know, your outlet and charge the battery that way. So I didn't have to charge the port. Okay. So anyway, found the wholesale place. They had it for $21. And, you know, me being in business, I said, well, let me go ahead and Sherlock see if they have any, you know, anything else out there that's cheaper. Well, I found that same charger on eBay. And it had two batteries that came with it, the charger. And it was only $9.80, I believe it was. And it was free shipping. I got it.
Oh, wow. So less than $10. Less than
exactly.
$10. And so that was a 50% savings. And I can tell you right now that $21 was a sale. So it is really somewhere more than $21. So with a sale at $21, but then you got a 50% from that. That is huge, and then free shipping. That is huge. And you know, the beauty about the shop at Sherlock, what I love about it, because when people say, you know, well, Lou, what do I need to shop at Sherlock for? I mean, I can just Google it. Well, what people don't realize is that Google, companies pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to actually be placed on the Google search engine. So, you know, the more you pay, the higher up on the search engine you are. So that has nothing to do with the lowest prices. You guys are going to pull up with your keyword. If you Google, it's going to pull up the ones who have paid for you to see them. It has nothing to do with the lowest pricing. And then what we do, you know, we don't know any better. What we do is we just select, you know, the cheapest one out of the top ones that are paid to be there for you to see them. And so what I love about the shop at Sherlock is that we give you Google, we give you Amazon, we give you eBay too. Because those are the ones that are popular that people know about, so we throw those out there to allow you to see. And sometimes, I've never seen Google ever be the cheapest, but sometimes you can get something on eBay, you know, sometimes on Amazon, but it is so, like, hundreds of thousands of stores that we have never heard of that just have phenomenal savings. So, you know, thank you so much for sharing your story, Marciano. Thank you. And I'm you know, excited for free savings for you.
I'm
So is there any... Go ahead.
Oh, no, I just wanted to add that I did say it was a wholesale store, accessories place. Shopping Sherlock beat it out.
Right. That is incredible. That's I mean, I have never seen anything quite like this. I feel it's a blessing. I feel like every person that we did this Sherlock to, for free, that we are just blessing them in so many ways. You know, Christmas is coming, you know, and I, for one, when Black Friday hits, I will be at home. I am not. I remember I caught pneumonia out there overnight, just sitting, waiting for the stores to open. So I am about to never, ever, ever do that again. I'm from Chicago. No, thank you. So, you know, with the shopping, sure, like nobody has to. From the comfort of your own home, you can feel comfortable knowing that you are getting the absolute best deals at the lowest prices, you know, and you're saving yourself some time. You know, it does it like within seconds. Is there anyone else out there? You know, have you saved any money? This is exciting. Anybody?
Miss Smith, this is Mr. Washington again, once again, Chicago area. I have another story as well, if this okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Wonderful. Well, you know, I have 4 daughters, right? And, you know, it's school season. So my oldest daughter, she's a junior. She needed a certain type of calculator, okay? And it's also a TI, a Texas Instrument calculator that she needed. And I guess her and my wife had been going out looking for one, but the price was kind of high. I mean, those things can get up to anywhere between $50 to $100. Okay, so I said, well, why don't we Sherlock it? So we Sherlocked it, and, you know, all the browsers came up to the top, and, you know, we was able to go and look. And we ended up finding the Texas Instrument calculator that she needed. It was only, I want to say it was like $8.90, okay, with free shipping. And we just
$8? $8? Is that what you said?
Yes. And we got free shipping with it, and it was like, it came in 2 days. It was in the mail.
Oh my, come on! This should be like some kind of internet police or something. This seems like we should get, I don't know, locked up or something for saving this kind of money. This is crazy. Is there anything you for sharing? Is there anyone else?
Hello, Ms. Lou. This is Mahdi Abdullah from Atlanta, Georgia. My wife's birthday was this past 18th of September, and she wanted a photo shoot for her birthday. And we were able to go on the Daily Deal, and we found a 3-outfit change: hair, makeup, the CD, and the pictures themselves. Normally, the price was $450. We were able to get it on the Daily Deal here locally for $19.
Wow. $450, and you were able to get a photo shoot sitting for $19?
$19. I immediately threw the card down on that.
Oh my goodness. And you know, I know photo shoots are expensive. Very, very expensive. Wow. $19. That is huge. That is actually huge. Wow. Well, you know, congratulations on your savings. I'm sure you have a nice dinner plan with the other $430.
Matter of fact, she's out shopping with that right now.
Wow, that is incredible. Just like if I did not, you know, I was looking online the other day, and I actually found, I found so many things. I found a London fall jacket. It was a winter coat. It was a wool winter coat, double breast. It was with the scarf. It was at I want to say Nordstrom or Macy's or something for like $200 with shipping, $225, something like that. And I was able to find that exact same coat for $59. So when I say phenomenal savings, you know, ladies, I just bought some Jessica Simpson boots. Nice platform leather boots. And they were, quote unquote, the cost was $214.99, and they did have a free 2-day shipping. But then they had them on sale for $199.99. I I sure locked them. $59 free shipping. So we're talking about just crazy savings. You know, and we give this thing away free. So I want every single person on this phone, you know, I'm going to, you know, conclude the call, but I want every single person on this phone. It is a win-win situation. Is it tonight? Oh, are we having something tonight? A webinar? Randy, can you help me out here? Hello?
Next move is that we're doing the rally call again.
Right, but I'm talking about the money part now. So if somebody wants to partake in the business side and see how crazy, insane we get paid for giving away this thing for free, you guys can get back to the person who referred you. And you can go to the website, www.sherlockpresents.com. It's going to be a pre-recorded overview where you guys can see how crazy this thing is for yourself. If you did not get in on the front end of this call, there will be another call following this one in about 8 minutes. There's another rally call that's going to be going on, hosted by Miss Penny Tile, Global Power Penny Tile. And so I want to conclude the call, but I want to let you guys know, you know, go get back with the person who referred you. Get your free shirt off. It is almost, I'm going to say it's a sin not to Sherlock your online purchases first. With that, I love you guys, and I look forward to, you know, just happy savings. Savings. You guys have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.
Now, everybody else is just coming on. You can go ahead and stay on. I'm going to do the intro for you, Penny. If Kyle's on the line. But just a heads up, we're having a second rally call. This is unprecedented. It actually wasn't planned. I made a mistake and put the wrong time. So, of course, a lot of people heard us talk about 8, and they see me send an email at 8:30. So we're going to have some people that's going to be coming on a little later. So we're going to be doing a second rally call. So you guys have time. If this is the first time you heard it with Lou Smith, you have time to go on Facebook. You heard about the savings that people have been having. Shoot them a message saying, come hear about some more savings. You kind of see what this Sherlock is all about. We're doing it again in 5 minutes from now. And then we have a live presentation taking place. Actually 2. One in English and one in Spanish at 10 p.m. Eastern Time tonight. One in English and one in Spanish. The English one is going to be on the same number, and also liveonedream.info. That is liveonedream.info. The Spanish one is going to be done by Global Power Jesse Red, which is, okay, let's see if I can pronounce this correctly. negociodeltrion.com. That's negociodeltrion. Those of you who's coming on right now, if you have any background noise, please hit *6 to mute yourselves out. We're going to be starting our second rally call of the evening coming up in a couple of minutes from now. You have time to get on the line, get on Facebook, get your team members. If you guys have saved any money on the Sherlock, you can share that with us tonight. And if you have, if you want to hear about some story of some savings, you can hear about that tonight as well. So we're going to get started in another 4 minutes. If you have not done so, and even if you have and you guys are sticking around, go ahead and take your name and where you're calling from.
John Haggerty, Farmington, Missouri.
Hey, John, how you doing?
Okay, how are you?
Good. Who else do we have?
Monty Abdullah from Atlanta, Georgia.
Hey, Monty, how you doing?
Very well.
Atlanta, Georgia. I need to come back there. My Morehouse is having a homecoming. All right, who else do we have?
The HBC.
That's right. Who else do we have? State your name, where you calling from?
Marciano Washington, Chicago, Illinois.
All right, Mr. Washington. Thank you for sharing earlier, too. And I'm in the Let's see, I hear a lot of background noise still going on. But you guys, please state your name, where you're calling from. Sounds like a party going on.
Hey, Brown, Redmond, Oregon.
Hey, Renee, welcome to the call.
Thanks.
Who else will you ask? State your name, where you're calling from. Anybody else? If you have not done so, go ahead and state your name and where you're calling from. We'll be getting started in a couple of minutes, and like I said earlier, we have two presentations taking place tonight, one English one and one Spanish one at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you ever want to hear more details about this business, especially the compensation plan, you definitely want to be on that presentation. Hold on, let me mute out. There's a party line going on there. All right, boom. I think I recognize that number too, but I don't want to call them out. So anybody that has not done so, go ahead and state your name and where you're calling from.
Diane Dixon, Cleveland, Ohio.
Hey, Diane, how you doing?
I'm doing wonderfully.
Fantastic. Again, guys, this is our second rally call of the evening. We had one at 8 p.m. Eastern. I sent out an email, a reminder, and put 8:30 p.m. Eastern. I don't know where that came from. We used to do our rally calls at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And that just, whatever reason, at the top of my head. But anyways, we're doing it again. The last one was hosted by Global Power Lou Smith. And this one will be hosted by Global Power Penny Kyle. Learn how to save money using the Shopping Sherlock. I don't know if you guys saw, I posted another video today. A video that was hosted by CEO Mr. Michael Weeder. And he went for 10 minutes and explained exactly why this is going to be a $1 billion company. A $1 billion company. Why? Because the world of e-commerce is a $1 trillion business. $1 trillion industry. And it's growing at 20% a year. If we just got 0.1% of that, that's $2 billion. If we just got 5% of that, that's $100 million in commissions being paid out on something that everybody does anyway. See, here's one thing, and I just thought of this, I haven't said this in presentation. When people join a home-based business, of course you want to be a consumer of your own product, right? So you start buying the product of whatever company you're part of. Were you buying this product before? No. And chances are, if you were to leave the company, you would stop purchasing the product because it's not a product that you actually need. Oh yes, probably tastes great, it probably is good for your health and your skin, but it's not a necessity. See, the beautiful thing about the Shopping Sherlock is that we're getting paid off of people doing something that they do anyway. They don't have to be marketed to do so. They don't have to be convinced to do so. If you have a need in your home, you need to go shopping for it, and 9 times out of 10, you're going to look it up online. Think about that. Whether you want to or not, this is what you're already going to do. You don't even think about it. You just do it. Now, what I tell my wife all the time is, did you Sherlock it? Because if she Sherlocks something she's going to buy anyway, I know it's going to save me some money. That's the power of the Shopping Sherlock. So what I want to do now is I want to introduce, for the second rally call of the night, our guest speaker, Global Power, Ms. Penny Kyle. Penny, are you there?
I'm here, Brandon. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Penny. Call's all yours.
Thank you. This, ladies and gentlemen, the Sherlock Saver is absolutely amazing. How many times have we decided that we are going to go and make a purchase of something, anything, and we use the phrase, Google it? Well, I want you guys to get used to saying, Sherlock it. You know, every single day, I'm looking something up on the computer. I'm constantly price comparing. I'm trying to find the best deal. You know, and if I set a day that I would have to go do all of my shopping, let's just say it might be a Saturday, okay, I've got to strategically plan everything out to go, you know, here to get this and there to get that, just to save $1. And when you look at it, the cost of fuel for your vehicle to get you everywhere, you're not really saving anything. It's costing you more money. Now, I do a lot of purchasing online. Why? Because it's easier. I don't have to fight traffic. I don't have to fight the weather. I don't have to pay extra for gas when gas is extremely expensive. I don't have to fight a crowd. I don't have to wait in line or deal with annoying people. Now, what's annoying to me may not be annoying to you, but there's just so many people out there that want to argue over the littlest and craziest thing. I just choose not to deal with it by shopping online. I have found, and this really started for me when I really got started shopping online with last Christmas. Last Christmas, I decided that I was going to do a lot of online shopping and start doing it, like, say, in October, so I didn't have, like, a lot of expenses come in November, beginning of December. I get little things here and there and try to find good deals, but it honestly took me a long time when I was searching for something to find it the cheapest. And then maybe if it had the best deal, it had a horrendous shipping charge. Maybe it didn't have the best deal, but it did not have anything for shipping. So, you know, it took me hours to actually find something that I could afford. Well, with the Sherlock Saver, a patented search engine, when you shop for something and you're looking for it, and you do a search, 5 to 9 seconds, you're going to get the top best deals out there. You can very quickly look for what you're looking for and eliminate the higher priced items. In addition to that, the Groupon, the Daily Deals, the Living Social, those are amazing. I'm able to share those on all social media sites, and people are actually able to get that deal. And because I'm a distributor, I get a percentage of that. We also have something called travel vouchers. Now, I was, you know, kind of, welcome to the call. I was a little bit, you know, worried about what kind of accommodations you would get with the travel voucher, but let me tell you this. These are not a Motel 6. These are not a Super 8. These are luxury resorts from all over the world. Retailing for normally $1,500, you can have it for $395. 8 days, 7 nights, and some are up to an occupancy of 8 people. It's absolutely amazing. And I'm not a travel agent, or have I ever worked in a travel agency, but every time somebody gets our free Sherlock Saver and they purchase one of those travel vouchers, I make $40. So I am just so pleased with never having to sell another thing in my life. I love to give stuff away. Now, this is a rally call for our Sherlock Saver, and I'm really hoping that we got some people that are going to step up to the plate this evening and share some of their amazing savings that they have found. So if anybody would like to share one of their Sherlock Saver saving stories, please state your name. This is Danielle, Maryland. Hello, Danielle. What did you find with your Sherlock Saver?
Well, yesterday I was looking up some Ugg boots because I have a pair and I wanted some more, another color. So I was on Nordstrom's and they was like $154 on Nordstrom's. And I said, okay, I'm going to Sherlock it. And and that was supposed to be a sale on Nordstrom. So I Sherlocked it, found the same boot for $79.98.
Wow. That's crazy.
It's the same exact.
Like pictures.
And the first pair of boots I had, I paid $200 2 years ago.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
That is crazy. Thank you so much for sharing. Do we have somebody else who has found an amazing savings? If you're muted, star 6 to unmute yourself. Well, let me tell you about the... I'm sorry, who's that? This was Mary, too. Oh, hey, Mary. I got back on here. I shared on the last half-hour one, but I thought this was a great deal. Last week I shared about the fact that I had gotten a cell phone for my husband way back in July. I paid like $27 for it, and I thought that was a great deal. You know, just a plain, simple phone. So I went and I Sherlocked the same phone because I wanted to get one for myself with that service, and I found it for $9.99. I thought, wow, that was quite a savings from what I had paid for him. Well, the problem with that is, both phones are the same color, and I said, uh-oh. So I set mine down. He sets his down. Guess what? We're going to pick up each other's phone and get each other's messages, right? So I was like, let me find a case for that. So I went and I Sherlocked a case for it. And I found a pretty good one through that Rokin or whatever it was for $8.25. All the other ones had been a whole lot higher, $13, $15 and up. And I thought, well, that's a pretty good deal. So I went further looking, and would you believe I found one for 1 cent?
Oh my gosh!
Now I did have it one for every day of the week. I know, there was a whole bunch of colors. I picked out me a nice red one, but anyways, I did have to pay the shipping on that, but still at all, with the shipping, it was still less than $5. And with the shipping on the other one, it saved me 41%.
Wow, that is awesome. I love hearing stories like that. Thank you so much, Mary.
Yeah.
If you have background noise, please press star 6 to eat yourself out.
Shopping site. Online. And,
Welcome to the phone, everybody. If you have background noise, star 6 to mute yourself out, please. Okay. I have quite an amazing story that I found on the Sherlock Saver myself. My husband's birthday is coming up in November, and both my husband and I went to high school in the 80s, so we like rock and roll. Now we're talking the big hair bands like, let's see, Def Leppard and Metallica and Van Halen. Anyway, he absolutely loves Bon Jovi. Happened to see a deal come across on Daily Deals for Groupon. I actually saved 45% on each ticket I bought to go see Bon Jovi in concert. It's going to be about a month before his birthday, but that's okay. And we ended up getting concert tickets that would normally sell for about $95 each for $21 a piece.
Wow.
I'm so excited. So excited. My ears may not like it because as I've gotten older, I noticed that I don't like loud music as much, but that doesn't faze my husband. So, I absolutely love the Sherlock Saver. Another thing that we had to purchase recently was, and I think it was Marciano who touched on this the last time, the first call that we had today. I, too, had to buy a special calculator for my nephew for his advanced geometry algebra 2 class. Had to be
a Texas Instrument scientific calculator. The I-84, I believe, was the model number. My husband decided to just go out and get one. Did not Sherlock it. Paid $150 for it. He gets home. I said, "Did you Sherlock that?" And he said, "Oops." And I said, "Oh man, I hope I don't find one cheaper. You're the doghouse tonight. Wouldn't you know it?" I go and I Sherlock it. It took me a matter of maybe 2 minutes. I found a brand new one, same exact thing, $12.65 free shipping. And I said, "You take that back." It's absolutely crazy. And, luckily they took the calculator back, but who in their right mind, unless, you like to spend money every chance you get, and you have a money tree out in your backyard, and if you do, you better not let anybody else know, because they're all going to come and try to dig it up. Who in their right mind would not want to save, $120 on something that you get, for $12.65? I mean, that's crazy if you don't want to save money. Especially in our economic times as it is, jobs are scarce, people are getting laid off, people on unemployment are running out of benefits. Getting on cash aid for welfare is not going to pay hardly for anything. Trust me, I know, I was there. I am so excited to be able to share this with everybody I know, because they turn on and thank me because they saved so much money. Now, who else has a Sherlock Saver story that they'd like to share with us this evening?
This is Lou. I have a story.
Hey, Miss Lou.
Hey, I was looking for, and I'm like such the shoe freak, so I was looking for, I found some Michael Kors pumps. They were pumps with the open toe leather pumps, and they were actually at Macy's for, by the time of shipping and all that, it would have been like $222. And I found them. I Sherlocked those same exact shoes. Found them for $69.95 free shipping. I lost my mind. Lost my mind. Because I'm not one to go for the cheap shoes. Because, our feet, that's all we have. But, it was just crazy savings. I've never seen anything like this. I wouldn't even believe it if I wasn't, didn't have the Sherlock myself. Searching, I would not believe it. You couldn't even tell me people are saving this kind of money.
That is crazy. I actually took some business cards over to a guy that owns a hair salon. And he said to me, "Wait a minute, is this like, I sell hair products here. Are they going to be able to get it cheaper from this app?" And I said, "Well, I don't know. You'd have to Sherlock it and find out." I go, "But here's the best part. What if you Sherlocked it, and from whomever you're purchasing it from now, what if you stop purchasing it from them, and you got it for cheaper and can make a bigger profit margin on it?" And he said, "Cha-ching." Wow. It was so funny. And you know what? We actually did a live Sherlock. I was looking for it for him and looking up, all the products he sells in his salon. And he could get most of them 50% cheaper than going to the manufacturer or the supplier directly. He says this could change everything in the hairstyling world, being able to do it this way. So I was really excited about that too. Do we have more people who would like to share some Sherlock Saver saving stories tonight? No more stories? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
can now. Who is this?
This is Raymond from Florida.
Hi, Raymond.
I'd like to share a couple of stories. One is, my son-in-law was looking for a headset for his truck driver, and it was, I'm looking at the paper now. It's a Logitech. It's a Parrot Bluetooth Road Warrior headset, and normally you say $180 for it, and we Sherlock it down for $39.99. And my next one was looking for a webcam, and I looked up a Logitech 920 high definition full webcam, and it's $74.99, and I matched it on the Sherlock for $59.99.
Wow. That is great. Man, I just like to sit one day and talk to everybody and write down the dollar amount that was saved and get a grand total for the day. I think that everybody would just be in awe of that. It's crazy. Who's next? Who else has a Sherlock Saver story that they'd like to share tonight? If you *6 to unmute yourself, I can hear you. No more stories today?
Hey, Francis, this is Brandon Ivy. Since you're talking about a calculator story, I'll share mine, and I'm a little jealous now because mine is not as good as yours. But I have a story about my wife. Now, my wife, just like yours, I had to get a calculator for my son, and he was going to be a freshman in high school, and he was in geometry and all that algebra stuff, and he needed another Texas Instrument, expensive calculator. Regular price was like $160 something. My wife, no, 140 something. Now my wife, smartest woman in the world, who thinks that she can sniff out the best deals online because she's been doing it for years. She found it doing her own searching for $89, and I think it might have took her maybe an hour of doing her own research, and she found it for $89. She was happy for herself for doing so. I said, wait a couple of days, we're going to have access to the Sherlock, and then you can Sherlock it. Now, I don't want to wait that long. I don't want to wait. So she goes and buys it. A couple of days later, we get the Sherlock, and we go ahead and Sherlock it just because. Found the same exact calculator for $44. Half what she paid, and because of that, now she's sold on the Sherlock because in 5 seconds, I found a better deal than she did, which took her an hour. And she knows that I'm not a shopper. I don't shop online. But the fact that the Sherlock was able to do so, and then she just started playing with it, started putting in items. She doesn't even need them, but just putting items in there just to see what savings she can get. And we're having a lot of fun with it. So back to you, Benny.
Thank you. That's awesome. Awesome deal. Well, I'm just so glad that my husband, between his legs, had to go back and take that calculator back that he was so proud of and spent $150 on, and I found it for a lot cheaper. Any more stories for this evening? Okay. Well, we have these rally calls on Monday nights and Wednesday nights, and we may be adding another one. We have this evening a live webinar, and it is at 10 p.m. Eastern at live1dream.info. If you are not near a computer, you can still hear it. It's on the same conference line that you called in tonight for the Sherlock Saver rally call. All I have to say before we end this call is make sure you Sherlock it before you go out and buy it, because I guarantee it will save you money. Thank you guys and have a great evening.